Welcome to Amy Learns to Cook. On the show today, I'm going to answer a few of your questions that have been sent to me via email on my YouTube channel. So let's get started. The very first question that was asked to me on my YouTube channel was, why did I start doing YouTube videos? And I think my videos were just an extension of some of the things that me and my husband have been doing in the past. And we started filming it, and we figured that we'd post it on YouTube just for our friends to view. And since then, we've got a lot of new friends as a result. So it's been kind of an interesting hobby. My husband serves as the cameraman, and I generally edit the videos using Premiere Pro on CS6. I'm brand new at editing, so it's been an interesting learning process. One of the most frequent questions I get asked from my YouTube viewers is, what was the very first video that we've ever made? And we actually made our first video on a camping trip out on the Potomac River in Virginia. And we were filming my husband's very famous stuffed jalapenos that are bacon wrapped, and we put them on the smoker. They're called ABTs. And it was so funny because we had a lot of problems with this first video. We only had one camera at the time. We didn't know how to use our tripods. We didn't know what to say in front of the camera. So if you view that video, you will see what it's like to be a brand new beginner on YouTube. My biggest challenge in that first video was in the editing process, because I was editing down the timeline on my Premiere, and I kept extending the length of the video, but I didn't realize where the end of my video was. So when I exported it and created my final video, I had like 12 minutes of just dead space at the end of my video. And it takes my computer so long to export it that I just said forget it, and I uploaded it the way it is. So if you watch my video on ABTs, you will see a long ending that is just dark, and that is just my amateur editing skills. So the next question I frequently get is about me and Eric personally. We've been married now for 16 years. We met through a mutual friend, and when I was in college at the time, and Eric was just starting college. And through our adventures, we moved across the country, and we got involved in cooking competitively, sort of by accident. We attended a chili cook-off one day, and we really loved it, and we decided to enter a chili cook-off after we moved. And our first chili cook-off was a disaster. We didn't have the right equipment. We didn't even have a recipe. And we did okay in the contest, but what that contest did was it just created a desire for us to continue on with our competitive cooking. And since then, we've run several chili cook-offs. I've won 3 chili cook-offs, so I always give Eric a hard time about that. And he, in turn, then after that, won the same cook-off 2 years in a row. So between the two of us, we have 5 chili champions under our belt. I guess chili cook-offs weren't enough for us, because for some reason we ventured into the competitive barbecue hobby, and we've done quite a few barbecue contests. We've done okay. Cooking barbecue competitively is at a total different level than what we have done before, and it's really challenged our skills, our organization skills, our cooking skills, and everything else. So that's how we ended up cooking competitively. I don't necessarily know if it has improved my cooking skills any. As many of the that know that I pretty much can't cook anything. And that was the premise of my show, was to teach myself how to cook along with my viewers. So most of the time people ask me, they think that I can cook a lot of things, but to be honest with you, most of what I cook on my show, I just learned how to cook immediately before that. And my next show, I have no idea what I'm going to cook because I don't know how to cook anything. So usually I'm only one recipe ahead of my show. So pretty much YouTube videos are a hobby for me and Eric. We have both have day jobs. Eric works in the IT industry, and I am formerly an attorney working in higher education. So our videos are very sporadic because we have demanding jobs. We wish we both could sit and do YouTube videos all day, but unfortunately that's not the case. So our YouTube videos are pretty much a weekend hobby, or every other weekend as we can get to them. Okay, so the big question of the day is, yes, there is such thing as a pan room. I will admit to the entire world that the pan room does exist.
There's 2 of them.
And I will, Eric doesn't know how to keep himself quiet. I will eventually do a tour of my pan room on a future show if I can manage to get it organized to the point where it is presentable. But I have to admit that I am obsessed with cookware and kitchen gadgets, and I have an entire room in my house that is filled floor to ceiling with racks of kitchen gadgets and cookware and everything you can think of for the kitchen. Yes, it is an obsession. Yes, I need serious help. But for right now, until that happens, I guess my collection will continue to grow as long as Eric tolerates it. But yes, the pan room does exist, and I will let you guys see it in the future, so stay tuned. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who has taken the time to view my videos on YouTube. There are more on the way, definitely. As you may know, I'm just learning to do these videos, and this video is just me practicing my voiceover skills. So everything you see, not only am I learning to cook, but I'm learning how to make videos at the same time. So I really appreciate all your support, and let's get cooking.